Hey everyone, hello. As we start piling in, right? Whenever we start these lives, it takes about a minute or so for folks to come in. It's a little chilly, not too chilly, but it's chilly enough for me out here. I'm outside here in LA. How is everybody doing? So it always takes a minute for these lives for people to check in. But it has been a while. And lots been going on, lots of good things. Hey, Yursa, nice to see you. Good morning. Well, at least it's morning here in LA. I don't know what it's like where you are in this beautiful world of ours. Hey, Christina. Hello, hello. So, yes. Have you guys noticed that we are in an energy of creativity? Wanting to create something. That's been pretty interesting. I've been really busy, thankfully, creating a lot of stuff for you guys. I really am understanding the financial terrain of these days. So I was trying to figure out how can I serve you guys best. Meeting you where you're at and me being able to invest my time and energy to be able to help you out. So first thing that I have done is I have created a model for pay what you can. So what does that mean for you guys? That means I will have offerings for you at various times where all you get to do is receive your information, whatever that is, whether it's an astrological element reading, which is what I currently have for you guys. So the link is when you click on my name. Hey, Emily, good morning. When you click on my name at the very bottom of my profile, you'll see a link that says Linktree. Go in there. You'll see pay what you can. So there's two right now models that I have for you. One, new moon is coming up. Is it tomorrow? Yeah. Tomorrow is the new moon, but the event that we're doing for Pay What You Can is actually this Saturday at 10 a.m. live on Zoom. So you can do this from the comfort of your own home. So there is a Pay What You Can opportunity for that, where you just get to participate. What we're going to do for that event is we're going to clean and clear out energy to make space for the new moon blessings, because new moon energy is all about planting seeds. Hey, Shiomaji, very nice to see you. Good morning. Well, it's morning here. I think in India, it's probably like later. I think you guys are like 14 and a half hours ahead. So join us. Group energy is phenomenal because it gets amplified. And since energy influences energy, we're going to have a more potent session together to clean and clear out our fields. Hey, Julie, nice to see you. So that is Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And that's also Pay What You Can. Just give any amount, small, big, whatever. It's late in India. Yeah. Whatever your heart's desires, whatever it's more comfortable for you. And we're going to clean and clear out energy, make space for new yummy new moon blessings to come in. Do I do live intuitive readings? Sometimes, not sure when. Most of the readings that I do are, well, one of the offers that I actually do have right now. The other, thank you for reminding me, Zanus, is Pay What You Can astrological elements. So if you know your sun, moon, or rising sign through the astrological element of fire, earth, air, or water, I have now a Pay What You Can reading for that. Those will be once a month. So let's say if you're a Leo, let's say you're a Capricorn, or you're a Taurus, or whatever, you just go in, find your element sign, make a donation, pay whatever it is you can, and then you'll get a reading for that element. So that is one way of doing readings. Sometimes I do live readings. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on my schedule, what I have going on, and what I am being divinely guided to do in any now moment. So right now, what I wanted to make sure before we went on here was to let you guys know I am doing my best to serve you in a way that's really going to be for both of our benefits. As a spiritual deep feeler, just like you, who has tendencies for anxiety, just like you, I have to manage, navigate, and also manage my way as a human, just like you. So I'm doing the work too, just like you. The energy right now is a very creative energy, life-giving, life force. And so still being under the auspices of being able to serve you where you're at and what your needs are, I have created this pay what you can model. So I'd love to hear ideas of video readings that you would like to get or to know about or to experience. So, anything from, I've already thought of pick a pile readings, where you pick a pile of cards and like 3 different piles. And if you pick one, that'll be your reading. So that's going to be one. Full moon readings, that one's on deck. That's coming up. But for right now, there's 2 options. One is an event, which is Saturday, the new moon, and cleaning and clearing so that you have space for the blessings. And then the other thing are the element readings. So just wanted to just start off with that. So if you are feeling or sensing, because I know you're a deep feeler, this need or this desire to create something, go for it. Don't even think about it, about like, will it work, will it won't work? Don't worry about that right now. That's not the way to go ahead and actually create something that might be of service to other people or might, so your purpose is to actually give to other people. That's what your purpose is. Whatever your specific purpose is, it's to give your gift away. So a lot of us right now are being poked at, prodded at to get off our butts and create something. So go ahead and create something, whether it's a viable something or not, whether it's for the public or not, whether it's just your own personal thing. You can look at that or discern that afterwards, but be in the flow, be in the energy of creativity. It's also feminine energy. And if you have a feminine core, you're going to be in alignment and you're going to start to notice that things in your life start going better and easier. Okay. So right now, go for it, create whatever it is, and don't worry or don't analyze. That's what I want to say. Don't analyze it. Just go for it. So there is that. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? What is going on? My feed is slow. It's clogged. So hi there. Who's saying hi? Christina B124. Hi there. So Zanas, hopefully that answered your question. Sometimes I do live intuitive readings. Sometimes I don't. I will tell you what I don't do is I don't do mediumship readings live. Those are definitely, I want those very private because it's a very personal experience and I want it to stay very personal and not have it be publicized. So I do not do mediumship readings live as of right now. Could that change? Absolutely. We're always allowed to change our mind. We're living beings and we can always be in the flow. Right now, it's important for me to keep these private. What are you up to, Chelsea? Well, she's got her bone. Everything's good. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So, hope that answers your question. Let's see. I'm not really seeing many more questions here. So, other than being in the energy of creativity, there's really not much more that I could just really share with you guys for right now. Remember, we go with every now moment. Oh, Julie saying, at this time, I'm very much trying not to listen or heed common public opinion experience and instead create my own reality. Julie, those are wise words of wisdom. Those are gems. Thank you for bringing that up without staying in the box of, sorry, my feed is hey Sarah, is slow. So basically you're saying you're not listening to what is going on out there and just really staying and sticking with what's going on in here. And that is right now, that's kind of the key to like navigating this really tough time. Common reality. Yeah. Just like we go on physical diets, right now it's really important to go on social media and in general media diets. I mean, I hate to say this. I really hate saying this, but nobody's being fed the truth. Nobody's being fed the truth about what is going on out there, whether it's local, international. The media, bless their hearts. Hey, Flynn. Bless their hearts, and I say that very facetiously, wants to control how we think. The thing is like the more thoughtful and insightful we are on our own, the more sovereignty we have to make our own choices and decisions, the less we can be controlled. And so the media, man, is such a huge player in control right now that, it's a real love-hate relationship, right? Like, I'll be transparent here. I am not the biggest fan of social media at all. Technology. Okay, so we live in polarity. There's always positive and negatives, right? So there are some really positive things about social media, and there are also a lot of negative things about social media. And if you cannot, if you don't have good discernment and you are way too much in an analytical mode and you operate more from here versus here, you're gonna get stuck. You're gonna get stuck in like these horrible loops of what you think might be the truth because that's what you're being fed by the media. So that's why I'm always saying we got to get out of our head and into our heart. But we don't just stay in our heart. We got to bring our head too. So we have to, in order, Julie was saying she's trying to create her own reality. In order to do that, we have to use the head and the heart, not just the head. And hey, Aslia Yushi, I'm so sorry I butchered your name. And the thing is that, or here's a narrative. Here's a narrative Julie's saying. She's saying, women can't conceive a baby after 40. And she's saying, I'm 43 and I believe it can happen for me, even if most people wouldn't even try. Like, my reality is my reality. What I believe is what I believe. Yeah. Listen, I will tell you this much. Miracles always happen. And there's always room for miracles. And if you define a miracle in a certain way, or you have this expectation of what a miracle should smell, taste, sound, feel, or hear like, you're going to miss out on miracles because they're happening all the time. They're just not happening to what you are expecting or defining in a box, right? Zaina says, but aren't we bounded by our body? That's a really, really, really good question, Zainus. We are not bounded by our body. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing. It seems as if we are, because when we are wearing our earth suit, right? Because you have a soul. Hey, Khalid. Hey, Emily, thanks. Your mom had you at 47. See, I'm telling you, miracles can happen. Information that you're fed may not be true. But going back to Zainus here, is what she's saying is really important. We live humanity as a human wearing our earth suit. We live humanity from the perspective, the perception, the viewpoint of physical reality, which means taste, touch, smell, sight, sound, 5 senses, right? The thing is that there are energies out there that exist beyond the five senses. It's just that they vibrate, meaning that they move and at faster speeds and in different patterns, the subatomic particles. So if we're only looking at things from the perspective of a human, then we're missing out on a lot of opportunities. So we have the ability to be bounded by our human and our non-human, which is our soul. So when you start practicing spirituality on a deeper level, and you start to connect to your soul and the divine, you start to notice that you are not trapped or bound or stuck with only living life through your human. You get different perspectives, and when you change your perspective, you change your experience. So I hope that helps, Zanus. It's actually a great question that you asked. I do a lot of that type of work in my soul intelligence program. So if that's something you want to, go deeper in, check out on my website, my soul intelligence program, and see if that resonates with you if you want to go deeper into that. So Emily's saying that her mom had her at 47, right? But I'm sure your mom also, Emily, was fed the storyline, well, once you turn 40, that's it, right? 40's the new 30. Guys, don't be stuck in or bound by what other people are telling you, especially the media. I'm trying not to make this political, but it's, there's so much fear out there that when you're afraid of something, you're less apt to think on your own because you're pushed into what's called survival mode. So, hey, Aparna. So there you go. Miracles happen. They happen all the time. You can co-create with the divine. You just have to learn how to navigate being human. Julie's saying, I believe I'll live to 95, so I'm not even middle age yet. Cheers. Cheers. It's mindset. What kind of mindset do you have? Do you have a growth mindset where you're open to change and open to possibility? Or do you have a rigid mindset where you're like, this is it. This is everything. This is it. Because that is how you grow. That is how you change. That's how you will have a different life. I'm not telling you by any means to forget physical reality. You can't. So now to piggyback onto Zaina's question again, there are many times you are bound by your body. Like, until you can get good enough of practicing getting yourself into a certain vibrational frequency, you will not be able to walk through a wall. Because if you're human, it's physical matter. And physical matter, like, you can't do anything. But energy and energy, because energy can penetrate. Or I should say non-physical energy can penetrate physical energy, which is why we're actually having this conversation anyways, right? Because a Wi-Fi signal, Zaina, a Wi-Fi signal is a faster vibrational frequency than my mug here, right? Because you can't see, smell, touch, taste, or hear a Wi-Fi signal, but it exists. So Wi-Fi is a miracle. It exists, right? Just because we can't touch it, smell it, lick it, taste it, it doesn't have a sound except what it's signaling back, right? So it's polarity that we are living in, which is the world of opposites. Fat, skinny, rich, poor, ugly, pretty. There's always another side to whatever you're experiencing. And if you're just being fed one side and you keep hearing it over and over and over, and then you start to believe it, then you're going to actually live it, and that's what your life is going to be like. So that's why it's so important to have discernment. It's so important to have your own wisdom. It's so important to listen to yourself, right? For crying out loud, as long as there are no issues with Julie's human in her reproductive system, just because she's 43, that does not mean she cannot get pregnant and have a baby. It doesn't mean that at all. Plus, there are many factors. Do we even know about her partner's spermies if she's got a partner? Right? So it's not always just about you, right? If we're collaborating and we're working with other people, they have their karma, they have their soul contracts, and we cannot control other people. That's why it's super, super hard to do energy work for other people. They have to really want it themselves, right? So there's a lot of factors that go in, and just as complicated as it is to go in, it's just as complicated as it is to go out. But that doesn't necessarily mean no. It might just mean no right now. And so therefore that saying God's delays are not God's denials are very, very true. Very, very true. All right, guys, I got to hop off here. Got to get going. I did just want to tell you guys about the new model that I've come up with, Pay What You Can. Check out my link tree. Go ahead, get a reading. Also, feel free to let me know what kind of other readings that you'd like to hear. One-on-one personal readings are still available. You just got to book that through my website, and then you'll really, really get a personal to you, a situational reading. So these are more general collective readings for different collectives. But if you need something, right away, on demand, and you want it quick, the element readings will be once a month. The full moon readings will be once a month, and the pick a card readings will be once a month. It's going to depend a lot on my schedule. I will, and if you want a one-on-one, I'm still available for that. This is just a model for you guys to be able to get what you need and how I can serve you in a way that's going to help you out. All right, you guys, don't forget, new moon energy clearing this Saturday. Sign up for that. Pay what you can. No judgment. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. You do what's comfortable for you. And that's pretty much it. All right, you guys have a really great day, and I will see ya on the flip side.